It's like no other players I want except maybe you. Solid backup. Okay. Alright, I'll play the Raiders. Next week's my bye. For what? Sure. SoFi Stadium is the nicest stadium in the NFL. And it's expensive as hell. There. Robert Allen? I mean, like 100. You want to talk about underrated fucking basketball players? Ray Allen, man. Oh, Hall of Fame now. Yep. The Raiders. What's the last undefeated team? Seattle and Bills, right? Or is Seattle not undefeated anymore? Hello? I did not. Oh, yeah. Packers, Chiefs, Bills, Seattle, the Saints, because Chargers are going to charge. The Saints beat my Chargers. No, my mom asked who won the Chargers game. Oh, I just realized it's fourth down. YOLO, right? It worked. Steelers, Titans. Steelers and Titans are also undefeated. Yeah, he had like 4 touchdowns. Good game. He just got bailed by the coaching. Next year we should do fantasy. I'm saying I don't. You and I should do it next year. Yeah. See, Dad wants to go get an air compressor, so normally I take my shoe off, Mother, but I can't because I don't want to have to put it back on. Well, I can wear a regular boot, and I bought new boots just before I broke my foot. So like, yeah, the day before I broke my foot, I bought new boots. And the doctor said those boots will work fine because it'll keep it in place, but it hurts like hell when I put it on. The fact that I'm walking on it is a miracle after 2 weeks after full breaking it. It's not like, oh, it's a sprain, it's kind of broken. No, it's broken. Like straight up bone split in half. No. Yeah, no, I broke my bone in half. I have the X-ray. Fell down the stairs, missed 3 steps, and landed on it. It's the side of my foot's broken, so like the small bone on the right side of my foot, but the bone is snapped in half. Yeah, they said I was real lucky because and it was a high break instead of a mid or low break, so I could put weight on it. Yeah. Yeah. No, they're probably waiting on the drug test to come back. I'm assuming he just wants me to do tomorrow the setup for the money or whatever, the taxes and all that. Yeah. I do what now? I'm not going to work. I don't work for Albertsons anymore. No, I'm in the hiring process of Frito. We don't know yet. He sent me. I just finished all that today, so I'm assuming he's just going to have me do the computer stuff. 66,000 a year, Dippy. Pretty good money. So what I do is I cover vacations on people. Yeah. I go not just Cheyenne. I drive all over the state. And then I will be. So I make. I think they said I can get more, but it'll end up somewhere around 1,300 a week in pay. 50 hours a week. That's good pay too. Or no. Well, the only reason I make that much money is because I have to travel a lot. They pay for my room and all that stuff. It's the only reason I make normally I would make like 54. I make 15% more because I travel. Yeah. Oh yeah. Compared to the 14,000 I make as a Albertsons employee, yeah. I only make $14 an hour at Albertsons. Yeah, I was supposed to make 17, but they refused to give me the pay, so I quit. No, they just my numbers weren't good enough to be a manager. Why'd you make me a manager? I don't know. We made you a manager, but you're not good enough to be a manager. So you could still be the manager, do all the manager stuff, but we're not going to pay you the manager pay. Also, I broke my calls. Hey, I think I broke my foot. You're putting us in a real bind here. Can you still make it in? I broke my foot. I'm in the hospital. I don't know. You're putting us in a real bind here. This is kind of rough on us. And I lost it there, man. I just was like, all right, that's it. That's my mind made up. Yeah. They tried to get me to rescind my 2-week. No. I'm going to give you a 2-week, but I'm not medically cleared to return to your company. And I don't intend on returning to them. So. That's fun. Oh, well. Atlanta's not a great town to have leads. Not yet. Down by 3 to the Raiders. My entire offense is Austin Eckler at this point. I throw a decent chunk, but, you know, I'm efficient. I throw about 25 times a game. But I also have a great O-line and a solid running back and defense. You don't. See, the Chargers are only bad because of coaching and injury. They are arguably one of the most talented rosters in the NFL. And it's a shame because we have great pass rushers and a fantastic secondary if they could stay healthy. I'm chalking this year's injury issues up to the fact that there's no preseason. So I'm assuming that's why everybody keeps getting hurt. Keenan Allen just dropped a ball in the end zone. If that's not the most Charger thing I've ever seen, I don't know what is. Well, that'd be pretty Chargery. Did it. Touchdown. Joe Reed. Oh, and we got to stop. All right, boy, time to run some clock. A 54 overall. Austin Eckler has 11 carries for 25 yards. Nope, he's got a bunch of receptions. I'm at 7. Yeah. So that'll close that gap real quick. Plus, you're gonna. My bye week's coming up. So if you win next week, you'll be only a game behind. Yeah. I got picked in the goal line, but I stopped him on the 4. Get a safety. I didn't get the safety, but I did get the ball back. Damn, Eckler. Yeah, it's at like 6 o'clock though. It's not for a while. I need to work on my car before I go back to work. I did wreck it after all. Didn't I tell you? I crashed into a lady and fucked up not a lady, a truck that she was in. There's a hole in my bumper and my hood's caved